Okay, that's surprising, but let's try again. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, alhamdulillah, I can. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Okay, good. So, nahmuduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين آمين ثم آمين ربي يسر ولا تؤثر وتمم بالخير آمين. So, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi.
Alaikum salam.
So, Alhamdulillah, once again, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are here and we are going to continue where we left off last week. So, today, inshallah, we will solidify the concepts we started and we are going to finish the gender part of the noun. Is everybody doing okay? Did everybody got a chance to review this?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So today, I'm going to quickly go over to my camera because this is where we're going to continue doing things today. Okay, so let's get settled here. All right. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my camera?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes.
All right. So, is it big enough or oh, look, something happened?
Can't see anymore.
Yeah, it's coming. All right. Okay, I think it should be coming now. All right. Okay, is it good enough? Big enough?
Yep.
Okay. So what we have started from the very beginning, we said in Arabic language or any other language, the basic thing we start from is a word, right? And what do we call that word in Arabic?
Kalima.
Kalima. Kalima, right. Now we said kalima is of three types. What are those types?
Ismun, failun, harfun.
Yes, ismun, failun, wa harfun.
Harfun.
And there in English we call them a noun, a verb, and a particle. Yes. So once we got the definition of all these done, then we said, let's focus on the noun, the ismun. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the ismun has four properties. Four
Properties.
properties. Now, the sooner we understand them, the sooner we will start to make progress. Okay. And those properties are very simple. The reason being, we just need to, because anytime we take a name of an item, like a person, thing, or a place, we get to know four things about that noun. What is that? The gender. Gender mean whether it is
Male or
masculine
female? Yeah.
Masculine or feminine?
or feminine, right? In
Yes.
Arabic, we call it mudakkar,
Monas.
muannas. Yeah, is everybody clear on that so far?
Yes.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, good. So let's see. Okay, now when we think about, when we say a name, for example, if I give an example so that you also know what I'm talking about, if I say the word or the noun is kitabun, what is the meaning of kitab? A book, right? Right. Now, just to tell you, a kitab in Arabic language is masculine, just to help you out for now. So it's mudakkar, right? So as soon as I say kitab, what comes into your mind? Oh, the gender of kitab is
Masculine.
masculine, right? Then what is the number? How many
Number
books are we talking about?
1.
One. So we are going to say this is singular,
Singular.
right? Singular mean one. And the Arabic for singular is wahid. Yes? If it
Yes.
had been two,
Wahid.
then we would have said
What's
it is dual, right? If there was two, dual. Dual
Yes.
mean the Arabic word for dual is musanna. Yeah. And if it's plural, then the Arabic word for plural is
Jama.
jama, right? So kitab, as soon as I said kitab, I know I'm talking about a masculine noun. I'm talking about a wahid number, right? Now, qism is, the type is whether it is common
Or proper.
or proper, right? So, kitab, a book, is it common or proper?
Common.
Common. So, the word for common in Arabic is nakira, okay? And for the proper, the word is
Marifa.
marif. Yeah? Okay. So, is kitab nakira or marifa?
Nakira.
Nakira.
Marifa.
Oh,
Oh,
nakira,
nakira,
because
nakira.
our book is a common noun. Yes? Okay. For the Arab, we know that a noun can be into at any given time of three statuses. One of them is known as
Rafa.
rafa, and the second one is known as nasab, and then
Jar.
jar. Okay. And we will talk about that how do we tell whether it's a rafa, nasab or jar in a little bit. So when I see this kitabun, this two up and down arrows, yes, what does that tell me? This is
Rafa.
kitabun. So this signs the opposite page or dhamma, they are known as rafa. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any question on this right now? Anything confusing here? Anything not clear?
Everything
hear
seems
anything.
to be clear, Brother Abid. Well, remember
Yes.
we were talking about GNCS before,
Yes.
but what the C stands for? It should not be T. What was that?
Yeah, I think we may have written it wrong, but we can say it. This is gender, number, type, and status. So we can make our own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we're gonna go in this order, we're gonna say GNTS. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if this is clear, so anytime we are going to look at a noun, we want to think about four things right away, whether it's a male, female, whether it's a singular, dual, or plural, whether it's a common or proper, and what is the status? Is it a rafa, is it a nasab, or is it a jar? Agree?
Yes.
Okay, so some of the new students, if they can once in a while say something, then it will really help me. Brother Fahad?
Excuse me.
Yes, brother, inshallah.
Okay,
That's good.
Sister Farina, are you clear
Yeah.
about this?
Excuse me, Brother Abid, the four in the status. We didn't learn that before.
We did this up to this much last time.
Okay.
And we are going to continue today with this. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
What are the four in the status?
The four properties of a noun. When you think, when you
that
look at
one
a noun,
I know. I know
Okay.
the gender, number, and type. The status.
Okay. Status is of three kind: rafa, nasab, and jar.
What they
In
mean?
noun, this is what we need to learn. So what they means that they tell us the state of a noun in a given sentence. Okay, what is the function of that noun in that sentence? And we are going to focus on this for almost 2 classes. So you will learn a lot about that.
Okay.
So today I just want to focus on, first of all, make sure that you understand these four properties. If any one of you is not clear about this, then the future lessons will become difficult for you. So it's very important that you stop me, ask me question, or, if you have any concern, you let me know right now.
Brother Rabid, can you please give another example and the 4 states of 4 forms? Take an example and please show the 4 forms again, please.
Yes, inshallah. So, but do you have any concern about gender, number, type, status? As everybody understand these 4 things?
Yes, we do understand, but it will help if you please give another
Yes.
example.
It's coming. But my first question is, when I say 4 properties, are these names sort of helping you get clear in your mind now? Gender, number, type, and status?
Yes.
High level. So if I say, Brother Khurram, what are the 4 properties of the noun? What are you going to say?
Gender, number, type, and status.
Very good. That's the English. Now tell me the Arabic, please.
Yeah, gender is jins, number is adad, and type is pisam, and status is Arab.
Okay, perfect. Good. So before I delve into that, I want to make few things clear for everyone. Okay. What is that? For example, how many people understand what a tanween means? Tanween. When I say tanween, what does come to your mind?
Two dhamma.
Double fatha.
Okay.
Double.
Very good. So the 2 dhamma, 2 fatha, and 2 kasra. Yes. Right. Very good job. So tanween is basically whenever you see, because in Arabic, how many harakas we have? We have dhamma, we have fatha, and we have kasra. Yes. So if I say something like this, Muslimun, do you know what that means? This means that there is a tanween. But if you expand it, this is what it means. Muslimu, Nun Sakin. How do you pronounce this? Muslimun. Yes.
Muslimun.
Yes. So because of these 2 signs, you have to add the noon at the end. So this extra opposite dhamma is basically a noon sakina. Does everybody get that?
Yes.
Brother Khurram?
Yes, brother. Yes.
Okay. So this is what a tanween is. Tanween is when you have the double dhamma, double fatha, and double kasra. But when you are looking at it, you are pronouncing it Muslimun, but at the end, there is an extra noon. And this will help you in the tajweed rule because this noon is hidden in the tanween, right? This noon is hidden in the tanween. If I say, question?
So it's simply a noon sound at the end.
Yes, Muslimun. So if I write this, Musliman, you see what happened here? The dhamma changes into fatha.
And fatha.
Yes. So if you have to look at this again, it's going to be Musli. This is how it will look. Musliman. Musliman. Right? So next time, make sure that when we are writing this, you understand what the tanween means. Because if I say this is the tanween, then you should think about 2 dhammas, 2 fathas, and 2 kasras. And if you want to understand it further, then that means this extra dhamma is actually a noon sakin. Yes? Okay. Similarly, if I have Muslimin, what does that mean? This is Muslimin. What did I do? On the last letter, I've changed the dhammatan to the fathatan. And over here, what did I do? To kasratan. Kasratan means there are 2 kasras. Yes. So it will become Muslimi plus Nun Sakin. So Muslimin. Follow? Got it? Okay, very good. So for the people who are trying to understand the Arab, the easiest first rule This is not the only rule. This is the first rule I'm telling you. What is the number of this noun?
One.
Singular.
Wahid.
Singular, wahid, right? Now you must be thinking that if Muslimun changes to Musliman and Muslimin, maybe there is a change in the meaning.
No.
There is no change
No.
in the meaning. Okay. Muslimun means a Muslim. Musliman means a Muslim. Muslimin mean a Muslim. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So over
So-
here they are
Sorry.
both. Yes, go ahead.
Abid bhai, then how you know where to use which one, or how
Yes.
to understand the meaning?
Yes, we are coming there. Okay. But first thing first, I'm talking about tanween. First of all, the reason why I tell you tanween, what did we say in the last lecture? That every Arabic word by default is rafa. Yes. Like if you are to write something, you say kitabun. Yes. Kala mun. Yes. Salehun. So what are we doing? We're writing every Arabic noun by default in what status?
Masculine.
Masculine, but look at this. So I was going to say this fatatan with the rule that when the noun is wahid, then if there is dhammatan, it is status rafa. What is the status here? Rafa.
Brother Abid, Rafa
Yes.
is actually is it a subject, right?
Okay, we're not going there yet.
Okay.
But listen to me first. Muslimun, I'm telling you, as soon as you see these dhammatan, if you want to understand the status, if the noun is number wahid, then it is status of rafa. Agree? Can we understand this part yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. If I say Musliman, this is still wahid and the status is nasab. Okay?
Yes, sir.
First thing, understand that part. Then we will come back to the other part. Yeah? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. If I say Muslimin still wahid, then this is status of jar. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. So what is the meaning of rafa? What is the meaning of nasab? And what is the meaning of jar? So first thing I said, if you look at a noun, if the noun is wahid, doesn't matter mudhakkar or muannas, as long as you see the two dhammatan, it is going to be rafa. If you see the fathatan, you will be nasab. And if you see the kasratan, it will be jar. Yes? Got it? Okay. Now, so the brother who was asking me, what happens to Muslimun in the rafa status? When a noun is in the rafa status, he is the subject. Rafa status mean it's a subject. Got it?
Yeah.
Brother, the one who was asking me this question, do you understand what is the
Yeah,
meaning
that
of
was me.
rafa now?
Yeah,
Okay.
subject,
So,
right? Yeah.
Brother Shaukat, is it Brother Shaukat?
No, Brother Zakir.
Brother Zakir. So Brother Zakir, okay, the purpose of knowing the status of a noun is to figure out what is the role or function of that noun in a sentence. Okay. For example, if I say Zaid hit Hamid. Okay. How are we going to write this? We're going to write like Daraba. And you don't need to know that, but I'm just helping you out with this. Daraba, who's the doer? Who's hitting?
Zaid.
Zaid. So can I say Zaid is subject?
Mhm.
Yes.
And is the object is Hamid?
Hamid, yes.
Okay. Now in the Arabic, in the English part, you learn the subject and the object by the position of the word in the sentence. Yes? Is Zaid a noun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Hamid is a noun?
Yes.
And hit is the verb, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So in the English language, if I put Zaid in the beginning and Hamid after the verb, I know that Zaid is the one who's hitting and Hamid is the one who's getting hit.
Mhm.
Agree? But in
Yes.
Arabic language, this has to be understood by the status. So if I know Zaid is subject, right? So I'm going to write Zaydun. Why did I write Zaydun?
But he's the
subject.
He's the
To make it
subject.
Rafa, right? Because now Zaydun is Rafa. Yes? And Hamid will be Hamidan. Got it?
Mhm.
Then this become Nasab. Tell me if you understand this. Okay.
Yes.
This is too
Brother,
much
but
point.
I remember I had first time you explained that I had difficulty learning, but the example you gave about Waqatala Dawood Jaluta, that was very clear. I
Okay,
understood.
so we can say what Sister Homa is saying. She's saying that Dawood killed
Jalut.
Jalut from Surah Al-Baqarah, correct?
Mhm.
Now, who's killing? Dawood? He's the doer
Yes. Yeah.
of the killing,
Do
and the killed is the verb,
a
is
verb.
the act of killing,
Verb.
right?
Verb.
And who is he killing? He's killing Jalut, right? So
Yeah.
he's the
Yeah.
object.
Object. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so in the English language, it was easy. The doer will come at number 1, then the verb will come at number 2, and then the person who's getting killed will be at number 3. Yes?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay. If I say Jalut killed Daud, now who's at number 1? The
Jalut.
doer.
Jalut.
Yes. Number 2 is still the killed, the verb, and number 3 is Daud. It becomes the object.
Uh-huh.
You see how the position, changing the position of the noun in the subject changes the meaning of the subject.
Okay.
According to the Quran, the statement number 1 is correct, right?
Mhm.
Right? But if you say statement number 2, according to the Quran, that is wrong. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now look at how you can change the meaning in the Quran by changing the haraka a little bit. So if I take statement number 1, I am going to say Katala. Who's the doer?
Dawood.
Daud, right?
Dawood.
So I'm going to say Dawood. Okay. Why the U? Because U sound is the Rafa. Because I want to say Katala Dawudu Jaluta. Yes? Understood? Now, I can also say Dawudu Katala Jaluta.
So
You
what
see what
happened to
happened?
the un there? Because it's Zaidun.
Okay. Yes, that's right. Because of some names in Arabic, they don't take the tanween. That is another rule. But let's
Okay.
for your help, to help you, I'll put Dawudun Kalata Jalutun, just to not confuse you. Okay. Dawudun Katala Jalutun. Now look at this. In the Arabic language, does the position make any difference? What is the
Yes.
meaning of first sentence? That Dawood killed Jalut.
Mhm.
Yes.
And the second sentence, Dawood killed Jalut.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
but now look what happened. If I say Dawudan Katala Jalutun, what happened now?
Jalut killed Dawood.
Jalut killed Dawood, even though Dawood is in the beginning of the sentence and the verb is in the middle and Jalutun, but we can tell the difference by looking at the status, the function of the noun. Is Dawood a noun?
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
Jalut a noun?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what the status mean, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar, that when a noun is in the Rafa, he's the doer of that. He's playing the role of the doer. If he is Nasab, then he is the object. That's what I was trying to explain by doing all this exercise. Who's clear and who's get more confused now?
I'm confused.
You're confused.
It will
You're
take me
confused?
time.
Okay, no problem. That's okay. Time we have. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, first of all, before we do this, can we do an exercise here?
Sure.
Okay. One more thing I want to tell you before. Okay, in the last example, I said something like Muslimun. Yes?
Limon, yes.
And I said this sound, Muslimun, is the tanween.
Mhm.
Agree?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the type of this noun? Is it common?
Muslimun.
Yes.
Muslimun is
Yes.
common, right?
Common, yeah. Common.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make Muslimin proper.
Al.
Da,
Okay.
al.
So I'm going to put al in front of this, right?
Mhm.
And then I will say Musli.
Muna.
Musli.
Muslimun.
Now here was the Muslimun, right? Over here it was Muslimun, right?
Al-Muslimun.
Why? Yeah. So when I add the al, then I cannot have the other dhamma. So it will become al musli
No.
muslimu. Making sense?
Yes.
Now that means over here a Muslimun mean a Muslim.
Mhm.
Over here the Muslim.
Okay.
Everybody clear?
Yes.
So now the Muslim is proper. The a Muslim, any Muslim is common. So this is nakira and this is marifa. Making sense?
Mhm.
This is the description of the type. A noun can be common or a noun can be proper.
Mhm.
Okay. So quick summary. What are we trying to learn? Let me show you what we are trying to learn. Where did I put my stuff? Okay. Over here. We're trying to learn Arabic. And we said in Arabic, a basic unit is a word, which is a kalima. Kalima can be of three types:
Mhm.
ismun, fe'lun, harfun.
Mhm.
You know the definition of ismun: a name of a place, thing, a person, idea, anything which has a name is an ismun. Fe'lun is also a name of an action, but there is a presence of a tense. The action happened in the past, action is happening right now, or action will happen in the future.
Future.
Harfun, these are small letters or words which they do not mean anything by themselves, but they need help of other nouns and verbs to make a complete sentence. Yes?
Yes.
To make it. So say I went to the school. So this two is the harfun. Yes?
Mhm.
Okay. Once we learned that, we said, okay, now we need to focus on ismun first because we need to learn a lot of detail about ismun. We said, as soon as I take a noun, I should think about 4 properties about that noun. And basically you do it even right now, right? Even right now, without thinking, you know that when you're talking to somebody, you know whether that noun is a male or female. You know that noun is whether 1, 2, or 3. You also know whether this noun is a common or proper. And you also know the function of the noun. But you didn't know the details. You didn't know the jargon. Agree? So when you say jinsun, that means whether a noun is a masculine or feminine, right? Number means whether the noun is 1, 2, or more than 2. Whether the noun is common or proper. And what is the status? Rafa, nasab, and jar. Why do we need to know these? Because that help us understand the function of the noun in the given scenario. And we gave the example of how we did the Dawood killed Jalut. So if you were reading Quran and you would have said Dawudan katala Jalutan, you basically reverse the Quran. Yes. Look, just by making these harakat mistake, this is supposed to be Dawudu and this is supposed to be Jaluta. And by switching these roles, you conflict with the Quran. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have understood this much, then I can give you an exercise and we can do it together. Okay. Very good. Are we feeling better now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So I'll give you a simple example first. We just talked about, well, let's take a noun. We say Salihun. Okay.
Mhm.
What is the meaning of Salihun? A righteous man,
Pious. Pious.
a pious man, right? Now, do we know that Salihun is a male?
Yes.
Yes. So what will be the gender?
Male.
Muzakkar.
Muzakkar.
Uh-huh.
Is Salihun mean a pious man?
Yes.
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 What is the number?
One.
Wahid.
Wahid.
Wahid. Very good. Is Salihun a common noun? Any pious man?
Yes. Yes.
Nakira.
Nakira.
Nakira, mashallah. See, now you guys are picking up. Okay, now Salihun, what is the status?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Rafa. Now, is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Mhm.
Good. Now, who is not with me? Because they are not talking to me. The people who are not with me, they're not talking to me. Mashallah, we have 25 people. So somebody has to say something other than the people who are already talking. Brother Imran, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Brother Naseeb, are you with me? Okay. Brother Asim, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you, and I have a question,
Yes.
Brother Abid. Sorry, I just wanted to ask. And I know you mentioned this before too. The status, if you can just remind me, Rafa, status. We were just talking as a family. What is Rafa? Rafa is.
Okay.
and
Okay.
we talked
So
about
for
this.
Rafa, I said you have to understand the tanween, right? You have to understand the tanween part, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
yes,
tanween,
yes,
I
yes.
said, was two dammatan, fathatan, and kasratan. Yes. So a word like Muslimun, like a noun like Muslimun, meaning a Muslim, it can be written in three different ways: Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Okay.
Present, past, future. Okay, status.
no.
That's the status.
Yes,
No.
status applies to noun, don't confuse it with the verb. Okay. So status applies to a noun. We are talking about the noun, the four properties of the noun. There is no
Okay.
future, present, or past in this. So all I'm saying is you can write the word Muslimun three different ways: Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Okay. Now think about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay. In the Quran, next time when you read, you will find these variations: Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. Follow?
Right. Yes.
Next time when you read it, you will find Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. These all three words you will find in the Quran. Now Allah has al in it already, right? Does the word Allah have al in it already?
Yes.
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 And what did we say? When we say al, we cannot say Allahun. Allahu is
Allahu.
correct, right? Al Muslimu. One tanween, one of the page will drop. So you will find in the Quran next time Allahu, Allaha, Allahi. Making sense?
Right. Okay.
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 So right now I said, if you are dealing with the wahid category, if you are dealing with the noun, whether it's a male or female, but as long as the number is wahid, you can tell the rafa by looking at the last letter and the haraka on that. Un, rafa, an, nasab, in, jar. Making sense? And to explain
Making
that,
sense.
yes, and that's to explain that, we give this example of Dawood killed Jalut. In the English language, the placement of the noun at word position, like if it's at position 1, by default, it will become the subject. In the second position, the third position will always be the object, right?
Yes.
But in Arabic, the position doesn't matter. you can write the same sentence 3 different ways. As long as you know the status of the noun, the meaning will be the same. So katala mean killed. Dawood killed Jalut. Jalut. Okay, so the position is here. Look, the verb is at 1, the subject is 2, and the object is 3. Does it matter where they are?
No.
In Arabic, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Why? As long as you understand this is the subject, and this is the object, and this is the verb, I am all good. Making sense?
Brother Abid,
Okay.
sorry,
Yes.
one question I have.
Yeah.
You know, here where you said, it's sorry, in Arabic, you said you can write it down 3 ways, where the second one, like Dawoodun qatala Jalutan. But in a verbal sentence, you can't start with you know, you have to start with the verb, isn't it? You can't start with the
Yes,
noun, or you
yes.
can.
Okay, no, you're right. This is a nominal sentence, and this is a
Yes.
verbal sentence. Yes,
Yeah. Yes.
but they are a sentence, right?
Yes.
They're both sentence. Doesn't matter
Oh,
verbal.
okay. So
right?
this way can also be written like the
Yes.
second
So if
kind.
I say,
yeah.
if I say Jaluta,
Mhm.
Daudu, Qatala. Now it doesn't
Mhm.
make any sense. I mean,
Of course.
this is not the right proper way of
Mhm.
writing it, but I can still get the meaning that Jalut is the one who killed Daud, or Daud is the one who killed Jalut.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So in Arabic, the position doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But as long as you know the status of the noun, then you know which one is who. And that is why it's very important that if we had said Daudan Katala Jalutun, then we have conflicted with the Quran. Agree?
So we have to find a
Yes.
subject.
Not subject. We need to know what are we looking at, and in that sentence, because everything in ayah is a sentence, right?
Mhm.
It's a combination of words and it's a sentence. And so you need to know who is doing what. So if I say, I worship Allah, right? But can I, if I say I worship Allah, then I am the doer. Allah is the object. I worship Allah. If I say Allah worship me, is that going to be blasphemous? Yes.
Of course.
Very
And
much.
you can do that by making a mistake of the haraka. Instead of saying,
Yes.
Allah, you can say
Mhm.
Allahu. Yeah, something like that, like Allahu
Mhm.
become the subject. Allahu worship me, that's completely wrong. But I won't say I worship Allah, then I am Rafa, Allah is Nasab. Yes. If I make Allah,
Yes.
yes.
Sorry.
So go ahead,
No,
sorry.
sorry. I was just so, like, you know, others also benefit from that. So the same sentence, like for in English, it can only be written one way, which is David killed
Yes.
Jalut, if I want to say that. But in Arabic, we can basically say it in different
Many
ways,
ways.
like
Yes.
more than one.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. So can
So,
we go back
Brother
to our
Abid,
exercise now? Yes.
Yeah, so thank you. This explains everything. So now I understand. So Rafa is the subject. It has to be the subject status, and that's why you say like Asim worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It should be Asimun, worship whatever worship is, and then Allah. So that makes sense.
Allah,
Okay,
yes.
perfect.
Okay, very good job.
Jazakallah.
So if you got this high level understanding, I've been keep saying the sentence like this, that the status of a noun tells you the function or the role of that noun in that context. Yes. Function is what? That what is that noun doing? Function of something is what? Like what are they doing? Right? If I say key, what is the function of a key? To open something, right?
Mhm.
Right? So if I say the key opens something, then key will be in the status of Rafa.
Rafa.
Because key
Yeah.
is the one which is doing the
Rafa.
job, right? Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Now think about this. If I say As-Salihu, what did I do? Is this still Muzakkar? Is it still Muzakkar?
Yes.
Is it Wahid?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it, what is it? Nakira or
Marifa.
Marifa?
Marifa.
Marifa. And is it still Rafa?
Yes.
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 Okay, great. Okay, if I say Salihatun, what does that mean?
Is a female.
Muannas?
Muannas.
Yes.
One.
Is it still wahid?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it nakira?
Yes.
Yes.
And is it rafa?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So by doing these three variations of the same noun, I am trying to tell you that how do you know the four different properties of this noun? And we should become so good that as soon as we look at it, we can tell all these four properties. Can we do that, inshallah?
Inshallah.
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 If I say Salihan, what did I do different? Oh, sorry, let me.
Or you make it as mansubun. Mansub.
Okay, so is it mudakkar?
Yes.
Okay, so don't skip the step. Salihan become mudakkar, still wahid, and it is still nakira.
Nakira.
It become
Nasab.
Nasab.
okay.
So now
So if I say
Salihan, now it's a not file but maf'ul.
then it becomes an object. Yes, maf'ul. I mean, I didn't say the word maf'ul yet, so the new people might be confused, but it becomes the object. Yes. Yes, but you are right, Sister Homa, maf'ul is an object. Yes. Okay, so Salihan become mudakkar. If I say Salihin, what does that mean?
Is
Is it
muzakkar wahid nakira jar.
Jar.
Nakira,
Jar.
jar. Are you with me so far, guys?
Yeah.
Because look at the tanween here. It's jar.
Kasratan.
Kasratan.
Mhm.
Right? Okay. Now let's take a
Brother
look
Abid.
at yes.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum, Brother Abid.
Assalam.
Just
Ji.
a little clarification here.
Hmm.
We say the proper nouns, they do not get tanween. Like instead of daudun, we say daudo. Right?
No, okay. Look, don't get confused by Daudu because there is a different rule apply that. So let's take another word called kitab.
Okay, let me say when we say Muhammadun, Muhammad is the name
Yes.
and it's a proper noun.
Yes.
And I know that there is Muhammadun, Muhammadin, Muhammadan.
Yes.
So am I missing something here, or is it a different?
Okay, we didn't talk about the jar part yet. We
Okay.
talked about the subject and the object, right?
Okay.
Brother Abid,
Yes. Yes,
So-
go ahead.
when we say the Arabic word, can we say the English word as well?
Can we say
Nakira?
English word like in which
Nakira?
English word?
Salihan.
Sarah?
Like when we say
Meaning.
nakira, what is English word?
For
Nakira,
nakara, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the English for nakira is common.
Common. No, like
Common.
no, what it means is like every time we say nakira, then say the common word. So then it'll stick in the head, nakira.
Oh, okay. So you're
Right.
saying that repeat
Oh.
the English
Yeah.
word as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that,
Kind
inshallah.
of
Okay.
like a lot.
So let's go back to this one and then we'll try to do the English and Arabic both. So kitabun in Arabic is masculine. Okay, masculine mean is mudakkar.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna put okay, masculine,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, now is it one
Yes.
Yes.
or wahid? Meaning one.
One.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is it common or proper?
Common.
Common. So we're gonna say nakira and we're gonna say common.
Common. Yeah.
Agree?
Right.
Okay. What is the status of kitabun?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If I say
So what's that in English, Rafa?
Subject.
Subject.
subject. Okay. If I say kitabin, okay, who can tell me what is the gender of the book?
Kitabin.
Muzakkar.
Same.
Muzakkar.
Muzakkar.
Muzakkar. Let's call it male.
Yes.
Is it wahid?
One.
Wahid.
One.
Okay.
One.
One. Okay. Is it
Nakira.
still nakira?
Yes.
Okay.
Common.
Nakira
Yeah.
common
Jar.
with C, and this is going to be
Jar.
Jar. Yeah.
MashaAllah. See, if you can get this far, trust me, this is going to be breakthrough in our learning. Okay. As long as you can understand this, this is a breakthrough, inshallah. Okay.
Brother Abid, I have a question.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, go ahead.
So you said the gender is muzakkar for kitabin. Is this because by default the gender is going to be muzakkar unless otherwise specified? Okay.
Yes, that's right. And we did cover this topic in the last session, but we are coming back to it in a little bit. And right now, I just wanted to get the 4 properties of the noun out of the way completely so that nobody has any more doubt about what are these 4 properties, right?
That writing in the English really helps to
Okay, good.
understand.
Alhamdulillah. We'll do that. So if I say kitaban, what is the gender?
Mudakkar.
Mudakkar. The gender going to change of the kitab or no?
No.
Okay. Now kitabun, kitabin, kitaban. Does the meaning change?
No.
Okay. So remember that. Changing the status of the noun does not change the meaning of the noun. Okay. It only changes the state of the
Status.
noun. Okay. Now, what is the number?
Wahid.
Wahid. Meaning
Nakira.
1.
Nakira.
Yeah. Okay. Nakira.
Common.
And nasab.
Nasab.
And nasab.
Nasab.
Right? If I say al kitaba. Al kitaba. What is it?
Mudakkar.
Same.
Wahid.
Marifa.
Yes. Why marifa?
Because al.
Because it becomes proper, right?
Al came up.
Proper, right? Proper noun, right? Marifa. Because I added the al. And what is the status?
Nasab.
You see, the status did not change. The only thing happened when I added the al, one of the tanween, one of the fatha dropped into singular, right? Or maybe just one. Yeah.
Brother, with one question.
Yes.
So now the nasab part of kitaban, it's why it's not kasratan?
What do you mean?
Or why is it not changed? The first one was kitabin, and now it's kitaba.
Yes, because
so we said earlier Rafa is pesh, nasab is zair, and no zabar, and jar will be zair. So
yes.
In here, why the kitab, which is jar? Oh, it's nasab. Sorry, you're not in jar yet. Sorry.
Yes. So because see what I did, I'm making up these just to tell you the difference, right? So kitabun muzakkar wahid nakira rafa. Yes. Kitabin muzakkar wahid nakira jar. Yes. Then I gave you a nasab example, kitaban nakira, and then I switched over to marifa just to tell you how you would identify the marifa. The only thing changed from here to here, muzakkar wahid marifa nasab, from nakira to marifa. You see? That is what I'm trying to explain. Okay. Now I'm not done yet. Do you like this exercise better? Or is that helping you?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. This is a very good exercise. Brother Abid, just one quick question while you're going through that. Just another clarification. So Rafa, I know, is the object, and Jar, I know
Rafa is the
subject.
Yes.
Rafa is the subject, Jar is the object, and Nasab was what? Nasab is the
object.
Nasab is the object, and Jar is the?
Jar is the association relationship. So let's quickly talk about Jar.
Perfect.
That is out of the way. Okay. So you know how I said, let's write something in English. Okay. I would say a boy went to school. Okay. So I'm just doing plain English. Who is the doer?
The boy.
The boy. So we call it subject, right?
Rafa.
And then the status will be Rafa. Yes?
Rafa. Yes.
Okay. Went will be the verb.
Verb.
The to will be
preposition. Harf, yeah.
Verb. And the school is also
object.
Noun and object, right?
No.
Yes, noun, but it's an object. Because remember, we are talking about noun. So here is a noun, here is a noun. Yes?
Yes.
And does the position tell you the status in English?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I say school, the school expelled Expelled. How do you spell?
EXP. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. ED.
Okay. Now look what happened. Is this a noun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
this a noun?
Proper noun.
Yes.
Yes.
Proper noun, right? So
Yeah.
let's put three proper noun, right? Is the expelled is the verb?
Yeah.
Yes.
Verb, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the status now, is the school Rafa?
Yes.
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 Then is the boy object now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Which is nasab, right?
Yeah.
And in this
Boy
one,
is common noun, not proper noun,
no,
is
the
it?
boy. Expelled the boy.
Oh,
The boy. Yes.
Okay.
So the object is nasab, right? In the previous
Yes.
one. So school was nasab, boy was Rafa. In the second sentence, we switched the roles. The school become Rafa and the boy become nasab. Yes.
Yes.
So the Rafa and nasab is the identification of the subject and object.
Subject and object. Yeah.
Correct. Now, what is jar? The jar, I say, the boys'
School.
book. Yeah, okay. The boys' school, just to keep consistent. Okay. Is the boy noun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the school noun?
Yes.
What is the status of the boy?
Jar.
Is there a
No.
relation? Yeah, there is a relationship here, right?
Yeah.
That the boy is a school. I'm telling you something about
Okay,
the
yeah.
school, that this school belongs to the boy,
To
or
the
the
boy.
boy has some relationship with it. So then this status will be jar.
Jar.
Okay. If I say Allah's messenger, right? So Allah is the like Allah is Allah, messenger will be Rasulin. Yes, why? Because Rasulin will tell you that this is status of jar. Yes. So you can also say messenger of Allah. When you have a sentence where you have this word of or this apostrophe, then the nouns in that relationship will be in the status of jar.
So, Brother Robert, now Allah's messenger would say Rasulillahi.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Rasulullahi, you're right.
Yeah. So Allah will have the jar part.
Yes. So inshallah, I'm not focusing on too much on the Arabic word, the sentence, but I'm trying to explain the concept that messenger will be in the status of jar. Yes, because messenger is the noun. Yes.
Yes.
So what will be the status of this messenger in this sentence? A jar.
Object.
Yes.
Yeah.
So messenger of Allah is same thing. The status of messenger will be
Jar.
yes. Got it? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's see how much time we have. We still have 4 minutes.
So what is the status of Allah in that?
Rafa.
Rafa. Okay. Because it's the
Yes.
messenger. Okay.
Okay. So let's take another noun. And I'm going to help you with this. So let's
Brother
say I
Abid?
call it, yes.
Sorry, I know, but I also wanted clear for myself and for others
no
as well.
worries.
Can you go back to the other page that you had?
Yeah.
And you just said like Allah is Rafa. Sorry, the one, yeah, right there.
Okay, let's write it
Yeah.
down in Arabic so that we know what we are talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
just to, because I didn't want
Yeah.
you to go there yet, but let's
No.
look at it.
Sure.
We'll say Rasul. Sorry, you're right. Actually, I was opposite. So Rasul.
Rasulullah.
He. So Allah is the noun which is in the status of jar. So you're right. When I write it in
Yes.
Arabic, then
Yes.
you're right. So Rasul will be Rafa. And the Allahi, because it's a noun, it will be in the status of jar because we take the relationship of Rasul to Allah. So the noun is Allahi. Is that clear now?
And that's the same. Yes. No, I just want to ask them where you write it down. The boys' school, you said boy was jar, so that's not
Okay, yes.
the right
that's
thing. Is that
So
right?
when we write in Arabic,
Okay.
then
Yes.
the school will be the one which is
Be the jar. Yes, that's all. I just
Be
want to clarify, like,
No problem.
maybe I missed something, so that's
No,
fine.
Jazakallah khair. No,
Jazakallah.
you were right. Since I was not writing in Arabic, I didn't see the actual thing.
Yes, I know it's sometimes difficult between
No
the
worries,
two
no
languages.
worries. Okay.
No worries.
So let's look at some more examples. If I say kalamun, Kalamun, right? A kalamun mean a pencil or a pen, right? Is it? And we know that is mudhakkar. I'm giving that up right now because we're gonna go through that exercise, but right now I'm telling you a kalamun is mudhakkar. So what is the jins?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Masculine, right?
Mhm.
And the number is
One.
Wahid, right?
Wahid,
Is
yeah.
it a pen?
Yes.
Yes.
Nakira?
Nakira.
Common, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Arab will be
Rafa.
Rafa. Good job. Okay. If I say kalamani,
Mani.
Nani.
okay. Now you're gonna get thrown off from this kasra, but the rule I have given you is only for wahid. Okay. Kalamani mean two kalam or two pen. Are they still mudhakkar?
Excuse me, please.
Yes.
Mudakkar.
Yes.
Now what is the number?
Status?
Two.
Isnani. Musanna.
Musanna.
Which is dual. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still nakira?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Meaning is common.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it-
Excuse me,
is-
Brother Rapid.
yes. Yes.
You give us the word for the English word for status.
Okay, so
Rafa.
Rafa is nominative. Nominative,
Which is subject, right?
which is subject. So let's call it. These are different jargons for that. So nominative means Rafa, and you can call it simply subject. Okay.
Yeah.
Kalamani, Mudakkar, Musanna, Nakira, and what is the status?
Jar.
Common. Oh.
Rafa.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah.
I knew that you guys gonna get confused. So for this example, forget about the status. Just focus on the three things: gender, number, and qism. Okay. If I say al kalamani, is it mudakkar?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it still musanna?
Musanna. Ma'rifa.
And it is
Marifa.
Marifa, which is proper noun.
Proper noun, yeah.
Proper.
Rafa.
Okay. And it is Rafa, but since we haven't talked about it, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. As long as you can start to pick the difference for these three things, I'm happy with it. How many people are 70% at least with me?
Yeah, I am probably
Alhamdulillah.
65 to 20.
It's probably 65, which is good enough. I take it.
So, yeah,
65
I'm gonna
is good.
have.
Yeah, brother Abid, I'm with you, but I might have to review this recording again just to
Yes.
clarify. Yeah, yeah.
Not a problem. But I tell you one thing. Look, you will not find.
Yeah. So
Go ahead, sister.
kalamun was one, right?
Mhm.
And then just because you add the ani became more than one,
Yes.
or just two, right? Two.
Yes, kalamani is two.
Okay.
And inshallah, when we come to our next lesson, after we understand this will be number. So we will be talking about all of this in a lot of detail. Like you will understand everything like the back of your hand once you go through that lecture, inshallah. Okay, but today, what was the main focus again? Summary quickly, that what are the four properties of the noun? The moment we look at the noun, I know what I'm looking for, right? Okay, when I say word coffee, and I'm not talking about grammar, what do you know about coffee? You know that coffee is something you drink in
It's
the
a
morning.
drink.
It
Yes.
has, it's a drink. It has sugar in it, has milk in it. And you know, it could be yummy or it could be really sour because depending on whether it's dark or
And it
light.
has a
Yes?
nice smell.
So yeah, so a nice smell. So these are some of the information which comes to you right away. You think about something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying any noun in Arabic, the moment you think about a noun, you say, oh, I need to know the gender, the number, the type, and the Arab.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Simple as that. If you make that habit from now on, because you are learning Arabic, now you read Quran, everything you're reading is either a harf or a noun or a verb. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Brother
So if you-
Abid, Can I just say one more thing, because people are asking for the English
please go ahead.
names as well.
Please.
I like
Yeah,
for example, Rafa, now you said nominative, then subject, then sometime doer. So maybe like if you give all the names at once of Rafa or Nas or
Yes.
Jar, then it's easier, like so people, I guess other people and also myself, I get
Yes.
confused with
Okay,
that.
good. And now the thing is, I've already given you those names and they are in lecture number 1. So the Rafa is nominative and the Nasab is accusative. Okay. And the Jar is genitive. I think is genitive, something like that. Okay. So which is kind of hard to remember, but if you want
if you look at the
object-
meaning, like nominative, the first one.
Nominative
it
is when
says-
you are nominating
yeah.
something.
Okay,
like-
so it's the subject of the verb, right? And
so
accusative is like direct object.
the object, yes.
Object
And the
that you're directing
genitive-
to.
Yeah. The genitive is when you are showing some sort of relationship.
Yeah.
With the noun. Okay. So right now is 11:04. Let's meet at 11:15, inshallah. And don't sign off, just mute yourself. Inshallah, we'll come back. And I have a lot more to share with you. Inshallah, you will be feeling very, very good after that.
Inshallah.
Okay. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalam.
Okay, is everyone back yet?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. All right. So if everyone is back, then we can start. So please quickly tell me when you're ready, because this information we are about to share is very important and very crucial to the understanding of this subject matter. Is everybody back yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we are going to start from, we have learned the kalima and we have learned the 4 properties of the ism, right? Now, what is the first property of the noun? Gender. Is gender with the very first property of the noun? Somebody? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the last session, we looked at, we said everything in the Arabic language by default is a masculine gender, correct? Unless we find them from the 6 or 7 categories we talked about. Yeah? Brother Khalid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So now I'm just going to share more information about that so that it will start to make more sense. So in Arabic language, there are 2 genders, masculine, al-mudhakkaru, wal-mu'annathu. Yes. Now, with the current knowledge we just had, al-mudhakkaru is in what status? Is muzakkar a noun?
Yes.
Yes.
Just by looking at al-muzakkaru, what is the status of this noun?
This is Marifa.
Marifa. No. Is Marifa is
Sorry.
ism. Yeah.
Yes.
The
Rafa.
status is Rafa.
Rafa.
Yeah. And it's a proper noun because al-mudhakkaru. Al-mu'annathu, is it also Marifa and Rafa?
Yes.
Yes. Right? Okay. So except for the following categories of words, all other words indicate masculine gender. Brother Khalid Tahir from Aberystwyth, Dr. Tahir. Are you with us? Okay, maybe you're muted. Brother Khalid Tahir, Brother Tahir. Okay, so words that are feminine by meaning. If I say bintun, a girl, is that feminine?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, any doubt about that? No, right? Because it's a real feminine, right? We know that a girl means a feminine. Imra'atun, a woman. Is it feminine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ummun is mother, a mother. Is it feminine?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So there are certain nouns we know they are the real because we can tell their gender and they are they're real biologically, they're known as male or female, so we have no problem. Now we look at the word bintun. Is it bintun meaning a girl? Is it wahid?
Yes.
Yes.
And is it nakira, common?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and the status is rafa because of the tun, bintun. Imra'atun, is it feminine? Is it a muannath?
Yes.
Wahid? Yes.
Yes.
Nakira? Common?
Yes.
And Rafa. So why am I saying that? Because I want these 2 concepts to sink in your brain as much as possible. Now look at the Quranic reference for this. Okay. So this is the beauty of this will be that at least right away you will see the verse from the Quran. وَقَالَتِ امْرَأَةُ فِرْعَوْنَ قُرَّةُ عَيْنٍ لِي وَلَكَ. From Surah, which Surah is this? From Surah Taha or Surah Al-Qasas? Okay, don't worry about the surah. And imra'atu, is this female here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The imra'atu fir'auna, Fir'aun's wife. Woman mean, also imra mean the wife of the Fir'aun said that this boy we found will become the comfort of our eyes for me and you. Imra'atu. Wa awhayna ila ummi Musa. Ummi Musa, Musa's mother. So is muannath?
Yes.
Okay. Now if you look at ummi, do you think this is kasr, this is jar, or this is
Yeah, it's a jar.
okay, good. Okay. Now, so what we saw, that these nouns which are known as real feminine, or the real, because of the biological gender, we can tell the difference between a man, a woman, whether it's a human or animal. We know those are the real feminine gender. Okay. And there are a couple of examples from the Quran. Then we have some words which have this ta marbuta at the end, the ta, right? So jannatun, paradise, it's feminine, muannath. Salatun, prayer, muannath.
Muannath, yeah.
Zakatun, charity, muannath. Zillatun, humiliation, it is muannath. Ummatun, ummatun mean a community, a nation. Okay, ummatun, because of this ta marbuta, you are going to say this word is, this noun is feminine. And by the way, these are all vocabulary for you. So if you didn't know before, now you know that jannatun means jannah, and also it means it's feminine. Yeah. So there is an example here. وَيَوْمَ نَبْعَثُ مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا. Okay. So if the word is ummatin, yes, ummatin, gender is feminine. Is now community, can we take it as wahid?
Yes.
Yes, because we're saying one community. We're not saying that, yes, community is itself is plural, but when the word community is one, right? One community. Yes, our community. Now, is it in the status of rafa or jar or nasab?
Rafa. Yeah.
Ummatin.
Jar.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was looking
Yes.
at up there.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Wa izil jannatu uzlifat. Is jannatu is masculine or feminine here?
Feminine.
Feminine.
And what is the status of jannatu?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Rafa, because it's singular, right? Because I'm talking about singular noun, not when we come to the dual and other, then the status definition changes. So if you see a ta marbuta, this gol ta or this ta, then you know that you're dealing with a feminine word. So far, so good?
So there are some exceptions, isn't it, brother?
Yes, there are exceptions. We will come to that. But on the whole, maximum or the most of the words will be feminine when you see the ta marbuta. Exceptions are small, so we will talk about them at some other point. Okay. Now look at this. Yes, question? Okay, so sometime or some nouns you can make from a male to female by attaching the ta marbuta. For example, Muslimun, we have Muslimatun. Okay, Muslimatun, Muslimun, a male Muslim. A Muslimatun, a female Muslim. Making sense?
Yes.
Ibnun is boy. Ibnatun, girl. Okay.
Is it the Ibn means son and Walad means boy?
Well, they are interchangeably used. So Ibnatun, if you say son, then Ibnatun will be daughter. Instead of word girl,
exactly.
then it will be daughter. So if you want to be that specific, yes. But Ibna is also known for a girl. Okay. So Kabirun, now the top two words, they are humans, right? Muslimatun and Ibnatun. But look at the other words. Kabirun is not a human word. It's not human. It's a non-human, right? But if you say Kabir mean big, that will be masculine. But if you say Kabiratun, that becomes feminine. Now, another thing to understand. These words, Kabir is an adjective. This is like describing the noun. That if I say the door is big or the road is long, what am I saying? I'm telling you the description. I'm giving you an adjective, a quality. So a kabir mean big is a quality. So these, when you're dealing with qualities, they can be turned into feminine by adding the ta marbuta. Okay. Laylun mean night. Yes. If you want to make it feminine, you will say laylatun. Making sense? Okay, good. So this is the another category. So inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadri or laylatul qadr. Is Layla here muannas or mudhakkar? Muannas. Wa innaha lakabiratun illa alal khashi'in. So what is a kabira here?
Feminine.
Muannas. Yes. Why? Because we looked at the ta marbuta. Okay. Now let's look at kabiratun and pay attention to what I'm saying. Kabiratun. Is it nakira or marifa?
It's nakira.
Nakira, because it's kabiratun. Yes. If I say al kabiratu, what is the noun? Marifa. Yes. What is the status of al kabiratun? Rafa, mashallah. Okay, now there is an exception. As brother Khalid was saying, there is a word called khalifatun. Is khalifatun has the ta marbuta?
Yes.
Okay, so by default you're gonna say this is a feminine. Yes.
No.
But a khalifa in Arabic is a male, is a man who's the khalifa of the ummah, right? So even though there is a ta marbuta, we are going to use our common sense. This is not feminine, even though it's written with a ta marbuta, but we know that khalifa is somebody male and not a female. Yes. So inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I'm going to make a successor in the earth. So over here, the khalifa is a reference to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, and he was a male, right?
Yes.
Okay. So reading this document is a review of what we covered last time, but is giving you more information and some reference from the Quran.
Brother Abbas, can you just show the screen where it was the second category where we started?
Okay. This one?
Yes. Okay. That's fine. No problem.
Yeah. And I'm sharing this document with you, so no need to worry about it. I will be sharing it with you guys.
Okay. Is this from a textbook that we have?
It is a textbook, yes.
Okay, and that's not available in the landing page, right? You're just putting the relevant ones for the class, right?
Yeah, I'm actually, as I'm progressing, I'm putting everything in there. But if something is not there, then it's because I didn't get a chance to do it yet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah? So
when do you use this? Like, when do you use laylun and when do you use laylatun? What determines that?
Okay, so like in English, when do you use a male or a feminine? Depending on what you're talking, what your context is, right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So think about normal language, like any, for example, if I'm an Urdu speaking person, if I'm talking to a feminine, I'm going to be using all my feminine nouns. Yes. Yeah. Similarly, it's a context, and the future experience will tell you where to use the feminine and where to use the masculine. But first goal in this class is to identify the masculine and feminine. Then how do we do it, and how we do it when we start making sentences? Then we will know where to use what. And there are rules for that. Yeah. So until we get to that, this is what I want you to just take away for now. Okay. Similarly, if there is a word ending with this alif and hamza, and the name for this alif hamza is now known as alif mamduda. What is it known as?
Alif mamduda.
Alif mamduda. So if you say khadra'u, okay, there is a dot missing here. This is khadra'u. What is the Arabic for in green? Green is akhdar.
Akhdar. Yeah.
Akhdar is male.
Male. Yeah.
Yes, it's masculine. But when you say khadra'u, then it is become female. Yes. So the name of the colors, you will find aswad, black, sauda'u, black, female. By abiyad, masculine, bayda'u, female, white. Ahmar, male, red, hamra'u, female, red. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all vocabulary.
Sorry, brother Abid. Is this because it's Hamza and
alif?
That's what makes it a female? Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Alif.
Yes. So
Perfect.
that is what. Look at these categories. We are at category 3. called alif mamduda. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now look at this. Wa iza sama'u kushitat. Sama also has the alif and the hamza, and it is feminine. Yes. Okay. Now, if I ask you over here, as-sama'u, what is the status of sama?
Rafa.
Rafa, mashallah. Good job. Okay. Innaha bakaratun safra'u. The yellow or bright yellow cow. Yes? From Surah Al-Baqarah. So safra'u is feminine.
Feminine.
Is bakara feminine?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can I say bakaratun asfurun?
No.
No.
No. So with the feminine gender, if I have a feminine noun, if I'm bringing the quality, I'm also going to bring it feminine.
Feminine quality.
Does that answer your question, brother? You just asked me when to use what?
Yes, yes, brother.
This is one example here. So the moment you use the cow, which is a feminine, the quality you're bringing for that cow is also has to be feminine. Yeah. Okay. Then there are some exceptions in this. Look at this. Is ulama'u also has the hamza alif mamduda there?
Yeah.
But ulama, do we use for male alim or female alim?
Male.
Male. So again, exceptions, even though the rule is getting met, there is a alif mamduda, but we know from our knowledge that ulama mean is masculine, like male we are talking about. Fuqara'u, beggars or the poor people, right? Is fuqara male or female?
Male.
Male, right? When we say fuqara, we are basically talking about male beggars. Shohada'u, is shohada also has the alif mamduda at the end?
Yes.
We know that they are masculine, right? They're not feminine. Yes?
Yes.
So what is the rule of the thumb? Majority of the time, when you're going to see the alif mamduda, you're going to say is feminine. But there will always be exception. And how do we deal with that? Only our knowledge, our experience, and time will make us perfect in these things. Yes? There is no set rule to tell you this. You have to learn as you go along and you keep on learning. Making sense?
Yes.
Yes. Question? Okay. So look at the example from the Quran. Wad'u shuhada'akum min dunillah. And call your witnesses. Shuhada over here is witnesses. Then beside Allah, that you can call. And then over here is masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. Innama sadaqatu lil fuqara'i wal masakin. Is lil fuqara masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Mashallah. Okay, now since everybody else is so quiet, am I assuming that everybody is understanding all this? Are we good?
Brother Abid.
We're trying. We just need more practice, but we're trying. Yeah, we're getting some of it. Yeah.
Okay,
first time is a bit slow, Abid bhai.
First time is a bit slow. That is okay. But as long as, if you understand the concept and you get the idea that what I'm talking about, I don't expect you to be masters. But if you are missing the idea altogether, then I am worried. Yes?
No, we're not missing the idea, but yeah, to grab the things and to be as responsive as the old guys.
Yes,
that's the difference.
Okay, not a problem. Not a problem.
I guess, Brother Abid, silence
Yes.
doesn't mean that we don't understand. It just takes a little time to, I guess, digest, right? That's what we're trying to say.
I understand that. But for me as a teacher, if you put yourself in my shoes for a minute, if I hear only silence and only one or two people talking, trust me, sometimes I feel that I'm missing out or other people are left out. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't leave anybody behind.
Thank you.
Brother Abid,
Yes.
Sorry, Brother Abid, this is Asim speaking. I'll echo what the other brother said because I'm new
Thank
to
you.
this class
Thank
too.
you.
And but what I'm trying to say here is that when we are silent initially, it's just because we're digesting. But what happens is some of the people, and this is not a bad thing, but some of the people who have been in this class second time, they're responding to you quicker because they know it. So what happens is when they respond to you, you go to the next subject, which we just want to digest it a little bit before we go, and maybe we have a question after we digest it. So for the other people who are already in this class before, if you can just be a little patient, maybe take a little Just slow down a little bit. It helps us out too.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
See,
That's all I want.
so that is why I get worried, because I know that I want to hear some new voices. Just play along and stop me. You say, Brother Abid, we're not done yet. Please stay on this subject for a little bit, right?
Brother Abid, I have a question.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, brother.
So in the example here, it says as-sadaqatu lil fuqara'i. So sadaqatu sounds like a feminine word, and then lil fuqara'i you said is masculine. So if the first word is feminine, the next word should also be feminine.
As-sadaqatu is not feminine here. Okay, so if you get into that, then I'm telling you it's not feminine.
Okay, but because it ends with ata, so I thought that is feminine.
No, that is not the rule here. Okay, so that's why I don't want to get into that. But for now, if you just follow the book, and if they're saying fuqara is masculine, then we just focus on fuqara as masculine here. Otherwise, they wouldn't make a mistake here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you for the sake of this topic, if we just focus on what is given and then examples, that means these examples are authentic, they're good. So we just move along with this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And sadaqah too, it's not sadaqatun, like the tamarbuta is not there.
Yes. Yeah. So
And
inshallah, we
there are
will
those
talk
two
about it.
Yeah. Okay. So just to comment on Brother Asim. Brother Asim, we took the courses. We also joined the course just to revise our knowledge too. So if you don't speak, then we basically there is no point in joining the class. So yes, if you don't understand, you can stop it,
Yes.
Brother Abid.
No, Jazakallah khair. Everybody is correct from their point of view. However, as a teacher, for me, I get worried because I don't want anybody to stay behind. And plus, I'm also racing with time. Looks like it with a larger class size, I need more than 2 hours. So that is another worry I have, that by right now, I would have been covering the Arabic conversation, but at 11:36, and I'm still on the concept here, right? So for me, when I don't hear any feedback, yeah. So sorry.
I was just going to say Jazakallah for your patience as well. And I know, I think it's a bigger class size this time around. And I appreciate you taking the time and repeating it over and over as we ask. And Brother Khalid, I'll speak to you in the masjid. Huh? Don't worry.
Okay, no fighting. Remember, we're all one big family.
I have to come with the bodyguard today.
Brother Abid, can I just say something? I think
Yes.
both brothers have the the good idea about, like, obviously the new ones, they need time, and if we answer, then some people are like quicker, then it's not the opportunity that they get. Maybe we can write in the chat the people who know, and the new people can answer, and then in that you would also know that if people are responding or not.
Okay. Yes. So we'll find our ways, but I'm sure, alhamdulillah, all of us are on the same page. We're all working as a family. We're all together. And I know that even if you don't answer, you are getting the concept and you're getting the idea. But I just once in a while like to hear one or two voices.
No, we also have to understand, like, the newer people are nervous too. So
yes,
it takes us time.
Okay. Not a
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Let's continue so that we can finish some of the work today. So we looked at alif mamduda, right? This alif mamduda is when you have alif and hamza. Another category of feminine is when you have alif maksura, which means you have this ya at the end. For example, kubra. Kubra means big. Bushra, good news. Waja'athul bushra yujadiluna. And the good news came to him, he began to plead with us. So al-bushra here is feminine. Okay. What else? Then there is another category called words feminine by convention, like geographical names of towns, villages, countries, such as Misru, Ar-Rumu. Okay. So you're going to say, why are they feminine? Because the Arab said so, right? Am I going to argue with them? No, I'm not going to argue with them because this is their language. We are here to learn the way they speak it. If we don't like it, this is our problem. And we may not have it in our language, but that's why we're learning the Arabic language. So there are some examples. Ghulibatir Rum from Surah Ar-Rum, and Rum here is feminine. Okay, we talked about this quite a bit last time, that the body parts which are two, a pair in a human body, they are all feminine by nature, right? For example, how many hands we have? Two.
Two.
How many eyes? Two.
Two.
How many feet? Two.
Two.
How many ears? Two.
Two.
How many elbows?
Two.
Two. Right? How many ankles?
Two.
Two. So these are all will be feminine, and the names are, for example, some of them were yadun for the hands, ainun for the eyes, rijlun feet, uzunun ears. Okay, something we said last time, the names given to fire. Any name of a fire in Arabic, whether it's Jahannamun, Narun, Sa'irun, Jahimun, Sakarun, these are all going to be feminine. Okay, so the bigger category to remember, you can say, okay, any name of fire, then it is considered feminine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you see everything is written with the tanween, the dammatan, jahannamun, narun, sairun. What is the status of all these words?
Rafa.
What is the status? Rafa, mashallah. Okay, so since we are running out of time, I'm going to be sharing this document. You can probably go through this document on your own, and then we can, if you have a question, then we can come back to it. So names given to wind. So similarly, like the name of fires, any names in Arabic are given to the wind, they are going to be feminine by nature. For example, samumun. Samumun mean scorching wind. Sarsurun. And are these words from the Quran, by the way? Have you looked at these names? These
Some
words
of
from
them,
the
yeah.
Quran?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
all in the Quran. These are all from the Quran.
Mhm.
Sarsarun, furious and
Mhm.
intensely cold wind. Samum is the hot wind, scorching hot, and Sarsarun is the cold, intensely cold wind. Are we familiar with this? If you go to the desert, you will find the Samumun. So yeah. And if you are in the, in the Canada, in the mountains, and in the rainy, the snow time, and when there is a wind, that will be the Sarsarun, like the cold, intensely cold wind. Rihun is the wind, right?
Yeah.
Asifun is the name of a wind, violent wind. Asifun. Okay. فَأَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ رِيحًا سَرْسَرًا. Wind of what kind? Intensely cold wind. Feminine. Making sense? Okay. Look at this. Rihun or Rihu fi yawmin asifin. Is asifin name of a wind? What kind of wind is it? Violent. Okay. Similarly, some of the words are feminine. Which ones? Ardun, Shamsun, Nafsun, Khamrun, Bi'run, Darun, Narun. And by the way, this is not the first time I'm telling you this. We did this in the form of a presentation last time.
Yes.
And the presentation was the smaller version of this information. Now I'm sharing with you the textbook version, and it is also very well explained. Agree?
Yes.
So it should be helping you understand more and more. Yeah. Okay. So that was the thing I wanted to cover about some of the how do you tell the gender. Okay. So let's quickly do some exercise here. For example, we may not have time to do interactively, but I will help you understand this together. Okay, let's see. So what I'm trying to do here is give you a method of how to convert things from masculine to feminine. Okay, so for example, Malikun. Malikun. What is the meaning of Malikun? A king. The feminine will be Malikatun, right? So basically, we are adding the ta marbuta at the end. Remember, we said if you add ta marbuta at the end, it is going to make it feminine. But is Malikun human? Like the king is a
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
okay.
queen.
So queen, right? Now tabibun. Tabibun mean a doctor, a male doctor. Okay. Then tabibatun will be female doctor.
Female doctor.
Okay. Kabirun is mean big, male. Kabiratun, big, female. Okay. Jamilun mean beautiful, male. Jamilatun, a beautiful female. Okay. So you see, they are just, if you look at the tanween part, what happens, the last letter, which is the kaf here, it gets the fatha, and then you add the ta marbuta, and then you put the tanween on the ta marbuta. Did you see that?
Yes.
Look, what was the haraka on the kaf here? The tanween, right?
Kun, yeah.
The tanween, right? Kun,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So what they do, they add the ta marbuta, shift the tanween on the ta marbuta, and the last letter will get fatha.
Oh, okay.
Tabibun, tabibatun, kabirun, kabiratun, jamilun, jamilatun. You see that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Mujtahidun. Mujtahidun mean a hardworking man. Okay. What will be the female? Mujtahidatun.
Shahidatun.
Hardworking female. Now, does kabirun a quality?
Yes.
It's quality. Jamilun, a quality.
Yes.
Hardworking, quality. Now, what do we call qualities? In another word for quality is adjectives. Adjectives mean to describe something about a noun. Yes?
Yes.
If I say Brother Kazim is mujtahidun, I'm saying Brother Kazim is hardworking. Yes?
Yes.
So am I giving a quality of Brother Kazim? I'm giving an explanation or describing the noun further. Similarly, if I say Sister Homa is mujtahidatun, that Sister Homa is hardworking female. So I am giving more detail. But for Kazim, it was a masculine. So I use the word mujtahidun. For the Homa, which was sister, I use mujtahidatun. Making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Talibun. Talibun mean a student, a male student. Talibatun, a female student. Okay. Walidun, father. And walidatun, mother. Okay.
Yes.
Another word for mother is ummatun or ummun. Yes.
Ummun, yeah.
Ghazalun. Ghazalun. What is a ghazalun?
Cow, calf? No.
No, a deer.
A deer.
A deer.
Okay.
Male deer and a ghazal, and female deer will be ghazalatun. Yes. Yes. Okay. Look at this one. Let's see. Kalbun, dog. Kalbun, dog. Male dog. Kalbatun, female dog. Okay. Saghirun, small. Male. Then saghiratun, small, female. Okay. Mudarrisun, a teacher. If I'm teaching, I am the mudarrisun. Yes, I am the male teacher. If Sister Jahan is teaching, she will be mudarrisatun. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Female teacher. Okay. Sadiqun, a friend, a male friend. Sadiqatun, a female friend. Right? Okay, that's one thing. Did you find this helpful, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, very helpful.
Okay. Okay, good. So, inshallah, I have one more. But if we do that, then we'll run out of time and we will not be able to read anything from the Quran. So, can we read something from the Quran instead for a change?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, I have shared this information before with you. This is from Suratul Az-Zukhruf. And the meaning of Az-Zukhruf is the ornaments of gold. Yeah. By the way, if you guys, have you looked at this? Brother Afzal was talking about it this morning. So again, since I have most of the people present now, when you click on this, you see all the videos we have done up to now. Yes? Session 1, session 2, session 3. After today, the session 4 will be here. Yes. So if you're looking for the videos, simply go to this page, which I have shared with you, click on the videos, and you will get to see the videos. Now, here, if you look at session 1, session 2, session 3, if you click on it, I have added the PowerPoint, the PDF, and the video right here. Making sense? So if you click on the PowerPoint, it is going to open the PowerPoint for you like this, the material we shared in the class. So inshallah, this will be available for session 4, inshallah, by the end of the day today or sometime later in the day. Then I have some exercises. I put it right here. Okay. And the Quranic verses, the way I'm covering right now, if you want to understand or read it on your own after the class, simply click on this and it will take you to the verses I covered last time. Making sense?
Yeah.
Do you find this useful, inshallah?
Very, very useful.
Okay,
Very
good.
useful.
So now today will be session 4 and it will have information like this present for you. Okay. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about this verse number 36. And over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us something. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Wa bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa may ya'shu an zikri rahmani nukayyid lahu shaitanan fahuwa lahu kareenun. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Waman. Waman mean and whoever. Ya'shu turns away. An from zikri rahman, the remembrance of the most gracious. Nukayyid, we appoint. Lahu, for him, shaitan, a devil. And who is that devil? Fahuwa, then he is for him a kareen, a companion. So far, so good? Okay, now quickly look at look at this. Is shaitanan, is it what is the status of shaitanan? Nasab. Because is shaitan male or female?
Male.
Okay, and look at the word a devil, meaning one devil. Is it wahid?
Wahid.
Yeah.
Okay. Is shaitanan nakira or marifa? Common or proper noun? Common. Mashallah, now if you apply the rules, you can tell me, okay, there is a harf here. There is a harf here. Zikri, this is a noun. Ar-Rahmani. Rahman is also a noun. And over here, do we see jar?
Yes.
The remembrance of
Yes.
Rahman. So Allah, this Rahmani is in the status of jar, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nukayyid is a verb, right? So we appoint, it's an action. Okay. Shaitanan in the status of nasab. Okay. Kareenun. What do you see kareenun? A companion. Is this a noun?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is it wahid?
Yes.
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 Wahid, right? One,
Yes.
singular. Is it masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. Why? Because it does not fall in any of those categories of the feminine we discussed. Plus, as soon as we know that we're talking about shaitan, are we going to talk about him as a male companion or a female companion?
Male.
Male companion. Right. So alhamdulillah, you saw that. So, and whoever is blinded from the remembrance of the most merciful, we appoint for him a devil, and he is to him a companion. So we should seek Allah's protection. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Now, quickly look at this. And whosoever yashu turns away blindly. Yashu mean turns away blindly, meaning whoever willfully ignores and turn away from what? From the remembrance of the most gracious, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-asha, the root of yash refers to the weakness of vision. So yasha here meaning the person is like blind. Okay. what is meant here is the weakness of insight. Then we appoint for him shaitan to be a kareen, a companion to him. This is like the ayah, وَمَن يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولَ مِن بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى. And whoever contradicts and opposes the messenger after the right path has been shown clearly to him. Okay? Are you with me so far, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens? Then whoever is blinded from the remembrance of Allah, what happens to them? وَإِنَّهُمْ لَا يَسُدُّونَهُمْ عَنِ السَّبِيلِ وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. And indeed, they surely turn them. Who is they? The shaitan.
Shaitan.
Their companion, what will they surely do? They will turn them away from where? An sabil, from the path. Which path? The Sirat al-Mustaqim. Are we looking for Sirat al-Mustaqim, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. And guess what will happen? The people who will fall for this companion, they will be first of all taken away from the right path. But what are they thinking? وَيَحْسَبُونَ. But they still think أَنَّهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ, that they are guided. They try to get to the bottom of this. Brother Asim, are you with me so far? What is going on here? That a person who is blinded from the zikr of Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appoints a shaitan who becomes his companion. And what companion does? He takes him away from the path of Allah, but make him think that no, you're still guided. Follow?
Yes.
And indeed,
Yes.
the devils avert them from the way of guidance while they think they are rightly guided. Does that happen to us sometime?
Yes.
Right?
Such a powerful verse. Such a powerful verse. So
So,
deep meaning.
yes. So if we do all these learning and we still cannot connect with the Quran, then basically our learning is, I mean, it is still good, but we are not getting the full benefit. So mashallah, with this couple of verses, it should open our hearts and eyes that how we fall prey to shaitan, and we all do. We have no escape. But if we stick to the zikr of Allah, meaning, what is the zikr of Allah? Is the only praying zikr of Allah?
No.
Zikr of Allah is everything we do. Right now, are we doing zikr of Allah?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we going through this difficulty and this challenging and this memory and all these words, trying to do what? Trying to get close to the word of Allah, right? To the book of Allah. Yes. So this is zikr. These 2 hours, you are getting double the ajr, because the people who were able to answer right away, they get 1 ajr. The people who are having difficulty answering the question, they get the double ajr, because they have hardship because of their knowledge and this newness and this new words, and they're trying to have this, they're having a little bit of anxiety, they're having a little bit of hardship in their heart that, hey, how come I don't know this, right? So, but this is all dhikr of Allah. Then what happens? They stay in this state of fake guidance hatta until iza ja'ana, until he comes to us. Comes to us meaning when we will die and we will stand in front of Allah. Yes, if we don't take heed right now and we fall prey to this screen of ours and stay in a state of heedlessness and still think that we are guided, then a day will come that we will be standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what he's going to say? Qala ya layta bayni wa baynika bu'da mashriqaini fa bi'sal qareen. Then a day will come, and when he will realize that this following of this companion, he ruined himself and now he's heading for Jahannam, he would wish that, oh, would that between me and between you were the distance of the east and the west. Are you following what I'm saying here?
Yes.
The person will wish that if he knew in the dunya that I'm following the devil, he would wish that there will be a distance between him and the devil, so much different that between east and west. Are the east and west and the opposite? Okay. For bi'sal qareen, and how wretched is the companion. that how bad is this companion, until when he comes to us at judgment, he says to his companion, oh, I wish there was between me and you the distance between the east and the west. How wretched a companion. So far with me, guys? Okay, so from these two verses alone, and okay, وَلَن يَنْفَعَكُمُ الْيَوْمَ. Okay, okay, so what did I say? How many verses I shared with you guys? Only two? I think I did. Let's see if I can quickly. So over here, and we have assigned for them intimate companions who have made fair seeming to them what was before them and what was behind them. And verily, they hinder them from the path, but they think
There's a lot of background.
yeah, there is a lot of background noise.
Jazakallah.
Okay, somebody was on. Okay, so and verily they hinder them from the path, but they think that they are guided aright. Until when he comes to us, meaning for this person who willfully neglects true guidance, we send to him a shaitan to lead him astray and show him the path to hell. When he comes before Allah on the day of resurrection, he will complain about the shaitan who was appointed to accompany him. He says that that between me, you were the distance of the two east, a worse companion indeed. Some of them recited it, hatta iza ja'ana, then till when they both come to us, referring to the companion shaitan and the one whom he accompanies. Are you guys understanding this verse, guys?
Yes, yes.
So what is our message from this verse? Our message from this verse is the following. Let me quickly load this. Okay. If you can read this, that the shaitan is the companion of the one who turns away from Ar-Rahman. Do we want to be the people among this group that we want to turn away from the Ar-Rahman?
No.
Okay. So in the light of these verses, we should be grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who allows us to remember him through various acts of ibadah, such as salah, fasting, zakah, and staying in touch with the Quran and much more. Moreover, he has not blinded us from his remembrance. Do you think, alhamdulillah, we are still blessed that we are not among the people who are completely away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So then should we not focus or pay attention to our company?
Yes.
What kind of people we are around, and surround us with righteous companions?
Inshallah.
Yes. So we make to dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a group that, Ya Allah, don't make us among from that group, which are away from your remembrance.
Ameen.
We want to be protected from the company, because if you stay in the company of people who will remind you about Allah, there is a hadith, it's a very beautiful hadith. I do not know the exact wording, but the meaning of the hadith is this, that you be friend with a person that by looking at him, you remember Allah. He will be the best friend, right? So if you know somebody in your community, that the moment you look at them, whether male or female, and the very first thought comes to your mind that you remember Allah. And when you sit with them, your iman goes higher, or your iman increases, because they're going to talk about something nice, right? Versus if you're sitting in the other person's company who never talks about Allah or talking about other things, then are you going to get any benefit from them?
No.
And isn't it also a part of the hadith where it says that the person's religion is what he hangs out with, or with the kind of people he hangs out with?
Yes.
Or he's on the religion of his friends?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And the one last thing, and this is also from a hadith, an example, that if you have a friend who owns a perfume shop, when you go visit him in the shop, what will happen when you exit out of that shop?
You will get the perfume.
You will smell good, because you will be in the environment where it was all perfumes and everything was nice. Yes.
Yes.
Versus if you had a friend who works as an ironsmith, And here in his shop, you will see smoke and fire and all this dirty environment. When you come out of that shop, what will happen to you?
You become dirty.
You will have, some
yeah.
sparks might go on your clothes, and your clothes got burned from somewhere, or you have bad smell, or you have the smoke, and you're all like not in a good company. So these are some of the examples through the ahadith that we should focus on who we surround ourselves with, and are we away from the zikr of Allah? Are we negligent of our salah? Are we negligent from the Quran? Are we not associating ourselves with the people who bring us closer to Allah? And God forbid we are going in the wrong direction, and still we think we are rightly guided. Yeah. Is that a pondering question? Is it something we need to ponder? Is it something we need to worry about? And maybe take 10-15 minutes out of our busy schedule and sit down and think about it?
Yes.
So I leave yourself and myself with this thought, this reminder, that the purpose of this reminder was so that our hearts, if they are neglected from the zikr of Allah, then we at least get back. Because as long as we are alive, alhamdulillah, we can always repent and go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So jazakallahu khairan. Anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is purely my fault. Alhamdulillah, I think we still had a very good and productive session, and we learned a lot. And please, if you don't review, and if you don't look at this material afterwards, obviously next time when you come in, you will have still very, confusing and doubtful knowledge. So are we ready to put in some time for this?
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Because whatever you do this, whenever you're going to do this, that is zikr of Allah, right? Because you are trying to understand the book of Allah. Okay. Any questions before I leave? Everybody's okay?
Yes, thank you very much, brother.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Abid.
May Allah bless you, Brother Abid.
Ameen. Jazakallah khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.